Hello guys, welcome back to SWS Boxing. Delighted to be joined with Lewin Simpson. He's making his pro debut this weekend on the 29th of July at Tolworth Recreation Centre on the Dean White Show, and he's fighting Jordan Granham over 4 rounds. And how are you, mate? And thank you for coming on.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm feeling good still, feeling ready.
And my first question is, how did you get into boxing?
Well, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, 14.
14. When I was about 15 years old, I went to Manchester on the summer holidays, to visit some family friends. There was an amateur boxer staying at my family friend's house, and he was telling me all about boxing. And funny enough, he had fight night, I believe, on it was a PlayStation or Xbox, I can't remember.
Oh yeah.
But iconic game, Fight Night. Played it, it was telling me about amateur boxing. Automatically, I just got sucked in. And then, by coincidence, came back to school, and my school joined up with a boxing club. So twice a week, 3 times a week, was going down to the boxing club after school, and I just fell in love with it from there.
And of course, did you have an amateur career?
Yeah, I had a small amateur career. To be honest, I boxed a long time as an amateur, but I didn't compete as much as I thought I could have due to injuries, COVID as well, and a lot of small things in my lifetime. But yeah, I had a small amateur career. I had 19 amateur fights.
And
Yeah.
how many did you win, roughly?
I won about 11, I think, disqualified from one, and the rest losses. So about that from memory anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. So you were a decent amateur then?
Yeah, I was decent. I believe I was decent. Last amateur club I was at Repton. Don't know if you know about Repton. Yeah, that was the last amateur club I was at. I feel like that was one of the most glorified amateur clubs, as in a lot of people come around London just to get down there to spar.
And what
So,
pro gym do you train out of?
a gym called 2BX. It's in Bromley Hayes.
And who's your head coach?
Darren Jackson.
And how long have you been training with him for?
I've been training with Darren for probably about a year and a half to 2 years, around that. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
And of course, I've seen you've had fights get scheduled and they fell through. And how hard has it been for you to keep going through those cancellations?
Oh, it's been very frustrating. It's training very hard, cutting the weight down, putting my body through hell, to then hear that fight's been cancelled or rescheduled. It's not a nice feeling.
I
But
bet it would be just a relief for you when you're weighing in on the day and when the first bell goes and you're like, it's finally happening. Is
yeah,
it a
definitely.
relief that it's like finally happening now?
Yeah, it's a big relief still, I'm not gonna lie. Well, I'm not quite there yet, but 2 days in and I'll be there. But yeah, no, I feel very good about it still. And it's finally happened because
How
I think like,
excited? Oh, sorry. Wait,
no, it's fine. I think my first fight was supposed to be in April, and now we're in July. So
I
yeah,
thought I saw you was meant to be fighting September last year as well on a Nielsen show.
I believe so. Yeah, I was as well. Yeah. That as well. Yeah, I was meant to be, but obviously stuff happens.
It
Yeah.
is, but it is what it is. And how excited are you to be making your debut on a Dean White show?
I think it's almost a dream come true for myself. I feel like he's a well-known promoter, and it's it's a decent first show for myself, I believe, coming into the pro game.
And of course, you've got Jordan Granham, very good fighter as well. And what you expecting from Jordan? And
From Jordan, I believe he's gonna have his hands up through most of the fight, and he's gonna try to catch me off guard. counter punch me, I'd
He was a
say.
top amateur, Jordan.
Was he? I
Yeah,
didn't even know about his amateur record. Tell me about his amateur record.
I think he was. If I'm not mistaken, I think he was ABA champion or something. Very good amateur. But
That's good.
the only thing is with him, I don't think he could be bothered to sell tickets. So he just went on the road. But
The other route, yeah.
I've seen Jordan box a few times, and Jordan fought on the last Dean White show because I was there. He fought Zach Vassal and he got a draw.
I see. You know what? I seen the highlights too. I didn't watch the full fight, but I did see that. I did see that still.
And in my opinion, I do believe Jordan won that fight.
Hmm. I hear you. From the highlights, it did seem, from what I seen anyway, it did seem like that. But
Yeah.
yeah.
And what can we expect from you what can we expect from you to the people who haven't seen you box before?
I like to keep it classical. I keep it with the straight punches, and I'll chop away in the last rounds. I'll sort of go to work in the last rounds, but I'd like to keep it simple.
Yeah.
If I need to get scrappy, I'll get scrappy. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And how well have you done with your tickets for this fight?
To be honest, I have not sold a great amount of. Well, previously I hit my targets, but due to fights being postponed, I've had to. Well, multiple cancellations. I've given back people their money in return for the tickets. So
But
ticket sales have dropped in a way for myself.
when you finally get in fight Saturday, I'm sure the tickets will start going up once they've seen you fight.
That exactly. That's what I believe. Yeah, I believe so. Once people see me fight, ticket sales will start shooting back up again. That's what I think. Yeah, that exactly.
So, do you know what time you're on, or not just yet?
Not yet. I believe around 7ish. I believe. I'm assuming. I'm around 7.
What time
Where
should
it's
people get there who are coming to support you?
doors open at 5. So to be on the safe side, 5ish, half 5, 6. I believe the first bell goes at 7. Where's my pro debut? I believe I'll be on one of the first, like the earlier fighters.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
So so for you, is there like a fighter? Is there fighters that you look up to?
Wait, I'm getting a phone call to end that. Wait there, sorry.
I said, are there fighters that you look up to? Like, who do you look up to?
At the moment, my current favourite fighter is Terence Crawford.
Of
I
course, he's
like
got a
Terence
big
Crawford's
fight this
style.
weekend.
Yeah, he has got a big fight this weekend, but even before that fight, I like Terence Crawford, so I think he's a very adaptive fighter.
He's one of my favourites as well.
Yeah, he's a very good fighter. Who else? Yeah, to be honest, right now he's one boxer, I'd
And do
say.
you think he'll win on the weekend?
Yeah, no, I've got a strong mindset. I believe I want to win
I
by a
reckon he'll stop
landslide.
him late.
Hopefully.
hmm
Yeah, that's the aim. That is the aim still.
And
Yeah.
who do you think's going to win between Dillian White and Anthony Joshua?
Oh, opinion. I feel like, oh, AJ probably stops him in the later rounds.
I don't think Dean will be happy with you saying that,
Yeah.
but we won't tell him.
Yeah. It's either that or it goes the distance and he wins on points. That's my assumption.
White could do it, but
Oh, you know what? Saying that, on the other side, White White has got very powerful punches. And have you seen the amateur fight between him and AJ?
he beat him, didn't he?
Yeah, he stopped him. He stopped him.
And
And
they're sort of one and one, really.
mhm. So with Dillian, he can catch
His left
AJ.
hook though is deadly.
Very deadly still. Very deadly.
I think AJ as well, probably 8 to 9, 8, 9 sort of.
Mm.
Because no offense to Dillian, but he can't. He's not a fan of the uppercut, is he?
No, he's not. He has been caught a couple of times with it as well.
And I think a safe bet is just to say AJ by not AJ uppercut. All points, but it's just
Mm.
I would think, knowing their history together, I don't think it will go the distance.
Mm.
But should be a good fight, that one.
It'd be a wonderful fight.
What about Bertabiev Smith?
Oh, I don't know. I actually don't know.
I hope Smith does it, but I don't think he will.
You don't think?
No.
Be a good fight though. Definitely a good fight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about Smiths, what about Liam Smith Eubank rematch?
Well, the rematch, I believe Eubank will give Liam a better fight. He's gonna be switched on, and I don't think he's gonna make the same mistake he made in the first one. So I believe, I don't know, to be honest, yeah, that's more now. I think it's gonna be a 50-50 fight, that one.
Yeah, that's one that I can't decide on.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a 50-50 fight. I think Eubank is gonna be switched on. So switched on that he's not gonna.
He'll be
He's
even
gonna.
more careful this time than he was last time because
That exactly. Yeah,
I
I don't
mean
think
he likes to he likes the crowd booing him, good old Eubank, but I mean he loves it.
he
But
does.
was that an elbow? I think it sort of was.
Oh, the elbow that everyone's been talking about. Mm. From videos that I've seen, it's hard. It looked like an elbow, but was that from memory? Was it before he got hurt though, or was it after?
I think was it when he? I don't know. I think was it when he knocked him down. I mean
Yeah,
that
he's when he not. You're
when he
gone.
knocked him down the first time. I mean the ref should have waved it off. He was all over the place,
He was all over the place. His legs were like jelly.
and then Liam just put. I think he put him down again, and I was like, I mean, come on,
Mm-hmm.
you can't let that go on. I mean, as much as I wanted Eubank to win, but it's just.
Yeah, there was no coming back from that first SmackDown. Still,
I
there was
still
no.
think he's
Yeah,
got a good chance of winning this rematch because he was doing pretty good in the fight.
yeah, I think he was doing well. I think he was doing well. I think he just tried to
I think I had him up by I think 2 to 1.
2-1. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 rounds to 1. I mean,
Mm-hmm. Liam just had his hands up high and he was just waiting for that right shot.
and
Yeah.
what fighters like would you compare yourself to, like, or do you look at other fighters and say I want to look at certain so and so's head movement and footwork and just look at other fighters to improve your game?
I don't really compare myself to any other fighters. I think I fight like myself, to be honest. I try just to adopt little things from every fighter and sort of make it my own.
Mm.
That's what I try to do. That's what I try to do.
Mm-hmm. Are you
Yeah.
a southpaw or orthodox?
Orthodox.
Can you switch?
I can switch, yeah. I can switch. I can
Good,
switch.
good stuff.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
what would it mean, like, just fighting? Like, I mean, getting your hand raised at the end of the fight. What would it mean to you after the setbacks before?
It'll be for me. It'll be a small step to a
And
bigger
a bit of
future.
relief as well.
Big relief will be a big relief. Still, it will be. It's like for me, it will be like I know it's a bit a weird concept to say, but like the first fight to my amateur career. Like it's a new opening for me. It's a new start. You know what I'm saying?
Have you been at Tolworth before? Because Dean puts on good shows.
I've been there once before. The a previous show, probably about a year and a half ago, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've been to one of these shows before. Yeah,
he does good setup, isn't it?
yeah. Well, are you going to be there yourself?
I'm not sure. I think I am, but I have to double check later.
Yeah,
But yeah, should be a good night of boxing.
yeah, definitely, definitely.
And I know ideally you want this one in this year, but how many more? What, one more before the end of the year? So try and be 2-0 by the end of the year, or what's the
Yeah,
plan?
that is the aim. Yeah, at least squeeze a second fight in. Definitely.
Try and be 2-0 by the end of the year.
Yeah. My plan was to at least have 3 fights this year, but obviously that hasn't gone to plan. So yeah,
Well,
two no,
two would be good though.
yeah, two would be brilliant for myself. I'd be
And
happy with two.
how far do you believe you can go?
Well, my aim honestly is to at least a British title, realistically, a British title, and then see where life takes me from there.
Of course, you're fighting at middleweight. Is that the weight you'll be fighting at? Like,
Yeah, in the future as well. Yeah, I think I'd be most comfortable at that weight.
so we'll see the best you at middleweight.
Yes, you will.
Would we ever see you go up in like high, like to super middle, or do you think middle's the highest you can go?
Depend. You know what? It all depends how life takes me, how my career takes me. If I do clean up the middleweight division what I'm in now, maybe you might see me go up. You know what I'm saying?
Or down in weight,
Or
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 do you not
maybe
think
even
you can
possibly
get?
down. It depends how my right now I feel comfortable at middleweight. I believe something's telling me I could even possibly push down to go even lower. That's what something is. My body's telling
That's
me I
good.
think you can push yourself. So maybe even go down. But yeah.
And before I let you go, do you want to just shout out sponsors, just anyone who's given you opportunities, and just like trainer, just anyone?
Um, who can I shout out? Put me on the spot now.
Hmm.
Trying to think.
Your
Um,
trainer?
yeah, I shout out my trainer.
Hmm.
But I'm trying to think of my first amateur coach that I believe he's the reason why I'm even here today. Trying to Terry Palmer.
Hmm.
That's my first. If he's ever to come across this, thank you, Terry. Without you, I wouldn't be here today. And obviously my current trainer, Darren Jackson, for believing in me. So yeah,
And good luck this weekend, mate. All the best.
thank you, thank you. Um, you can give a shout out on my Snapchat as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell everyone what your name is and that.
Sam.
And this is he's a young interviewer. Well, he's 14 years old.
Hmm.
Yeah, and he's doing his thing. So I have to respect Sam as well for interviewing all these boxers.
Oh, thank you, mate. I appreciate it.
No problem.
And enjoy the rest of your day, mate.
Same to you, Sam. Yeah, have a good day.
Thank you for your time. Bye, mate.
Bye.